Randy Reid, editor of Designing Lighting Magazine, and we are here at LEDucation 2023. I'm joined by Olli Heller, the VP of Sales for ERCO. Olli, welcome.
Thank you, Randy. It's good to be here.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me. And first of all, tell our audience a little bit, what is your overall impression of the show?
Well, Randy, this show is extremely well visited, right? I mean, we have so many people here. It's like all territories, all states, all countries, it feels like. We've been going back and forth all day yesterday and today. So wonderful, wonderful.
You know, it's interesting that you mention all countries because I have seen exhibitors that have brought their European team over, and I've met several attendees that are not exhibiting here that are from Europe. So it truly has become a bit of a global show, and I do think that that is terrific. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the products that you're exhibiting. Specifically, I think it's the Invia 48 volt. Is that what I saw?
That's right, Randy. So the Invia is one of our new platforms. It's an extrusion that is all about flexibility. When you light spaces, and especially these days post-COVID, spaces change, functions change. It's a solution finder, right? You get downlights, you get wall washers, you get a track head infrastructure that you interchange on the spot post-installation. So for us, it's all about a design solution.
Okay, specifically you change what? You can change the optics?
That's correct. So you change certain elements. So you can plug out and plug back in different elements to change optics. From a 70 degree, we're talking UGR less than 19, talking extra white beams, wall wash. We go as far as a corner wall wash. You know, again, back to lighting designer solutions, things that are hard to find in the industry. That's what Invia is offering.
Okay. What are some other products that you're displaying here?
So another product range we have is the Thesis. Thesis is an in-grade fixture, extremely popular. And when you think about New York, we have plenty of installations, but everybody wants to see small. There's been for years that way in the ceiling, in the ground, small, small, small. This is a size 2 in-grade, 3 watts. When you look at wall washers, this goes up to 16 feet high in terms of output. That's where LED has gone to today.
Wait, I want to understand it again. So it's 16 feet wall washers. How small?
2-inch apertures, outer aperture, as a overall 3-watt package.
That is amazing. Okay, you are represented by Stan Deutsch.
That's correct.
And that's here in New York, correct? Okay, so Olli, tell our audience a little bit about the market. How do you see the lighting economy these days?
You know, Randy, that's a great question, and I think a lot of us have been talking about it over the last few days. Everything we would feel, the designers would feel, what a 9 to 12 month window before us. And we are hearing that everybody is still busy. Right? People going around, they're looking to add manpower. Designers are busy.
You're speaking of lighting designers? Who are you speaking of?
Yeah, everything. Lighting designers, reps, as well as manufacturers. You know, there's a few select markets that are still struggling a little bit, but most everybody else is busy from what we're hearing, which is a good thing. So we're very, very optimistic about this year.
So with these lighting designers, many of them are not back in the office full time. How easy is it for you and your team, with your reps, to get in to see lighting designers in person?
You know, this, I think, is the challenge for most of us in the industry, right? When we have long-standing relationships, it's probably a little bit easier to say, hey, let's just meet, let me come by. But when you have somebody who joins the industry, who is in his first, second year, that's a challenge. People are maybe in Monday, Tuesday, but not Wednesday, Thursday. The other half of the team might be somewhat remote, work in a different state. That has been a challenge for all of us in the manufacturing side, no doubt. So I think from what we're hearing and seeing the big companies do, the Goldman Sachs, everybody else, that we eventually see this back to office trend with a little remainder of maybe a day at home for convenience. But I think the trend is going that way.
You say Goldman Sachs, I think of them obviously as an end user. But what about the lighting designers? Can you get in there to make sales calls in person with lighting designers?
It depends on the office. A lot of them, what we're seeing cross-country, yes. Some of them, you have to be a little bit flexible, right? You do more mini trade shows than ever before with all of our reps, which we appreciate our partners for. Come up with creative ideas. What else can we do outside of trade shows? It's not anymore the trunk and trade show and go to the park for a picnic. We're more back to the office. The challenge is just how many people will you see there? So for us, in person, as much as we can, wherever else, we do the virtual thing to add on to that, right?
So as a European-based company, how important is the circular economy? Are you working like on declare labels, on EPDs?
Fantastic question. So for us, yes, we've been hearing about that a lot. And ERCO has dedicated right on the website, first page, if you scroll, an entire section about circular economy. It's not only Declare, it's the red label. How about recycling? New products. We talked about Invia. We don't use any glue to assemble Invia, for example. We also look at what happens prior to production. How long are the ways to get raw materials to the factory? How far away do they have to travel? Try to minimize all of that. We have a goal of carbon neutrality. All of that is already implemented and has the full story online. So, yeah, it's a big topic.
It sounds very exciting. Olli, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Appreciate your time.